Looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Hello, greetings all. Thanks for joining us for tonight's channeling. Okay. All right, much love. Is there anything else? As always, I had some, yeah, I think I'm almost missed, that upload I did yesterday. Yeah, you upload like a couple minutes after 12. I'm trying to do an upload every day, so I kind of missed a day. But technically, it was uploaded, it just was processing. So anyway, it's all right. I think that's about it. All right, much love, everyone. Blessings. Take a break from the MIB tonight. But yeah, there's definitely, we're going through a lot of healing, that's for sure. But they're not gonna come through tonight. But that'll be on separate occasions. So, all right, much love, and here we go. Blessings. Greetings. This is Yeshua. Yes, a new era. We're going. A shift. There are always shifts, but this one is quite unique. As many will see their lives dramatically change, some for the better, some for the worse. But this is a time of great transition. Your political environment is assisting that, but it is bringing much fear to many. As for the business environment, which is causing this shift, of course, there's other reasons that are causing it also that is not helping it. as many wish to hold on to their pocketbooks during this scandalous time, as both of these individuals are, yes, unique, but also, unfortunately, not being friends with each other. They are choosing a route of negativity, which does cause negativity across your environment. It does not help the healing of your earth at all, your people. If your candidates were more friendly to each other, it would bring a new transition, would help as for humanity realizing that being wicked to each other does not always solve anything. It does not, it uses negativity as a device, but it also can use love also, but it does not choose that direction. It is backward. But that would bring such a change to your environment, wouldn't it? If your political environment was more positive, your media will most likely not follow in that direction. They will continue in their negative ways because that's what they're there for, to exploit negativity instead of to heal negativity. One day that will come, but that is a long time in your future. Of course, that can be shifted easily, but many are making too much money and care not for that. They do not understand it. But of course, there are forces that are working to keep it in this negative state of mind, which is not helping your society at all. I will leave you all at this time. There is, yes, a birth of a new man, meaning of human perspectives. Before your new year will begin, many will shift consciousness as for direction of their lives. Blessings to you in your directions. Remember, you have help here. And having much negativity does not help connect to your guides. To add a calm to your surroundings, which is not easy, especially when there's much pressure around. But as you're more positive, your angels, your guides will be easier to connect with. More negativity will make it more difficult. Trust you on your journey. Your yes, your political arena is, yes, a laughing stock across the world. Yes, but that is an intention of also telling your people that it is a theater, and many are not seeing through it. They're not. Some are. That is just there to entertain your humanity, and it to see the root that is running its show is difficult, but if you look, it is not that hard to find. It is a distraction from what is truly going on. Your aliens, your spirit world is coming closer to you. And every year, every day, they will be coming closer. This is your wake up call. It is, yes, not an easy one. You realize when you are an actor of a play for such a long time, it is hard to release these old ways. So it takes generations to see what the older generations were not necessarily allowed to see the entire picture. It is, but yeah, your next year, your shadow elites will make it more interesting for your humanity to see them more clearly. But most won't see it. Not if they're following what they're being sold on, meaning what they're being fed. So most won't see it, but it's going to become more clear. It already is slightly in your FBI situation. It will get more interesting down the road, as many refuse to be a part of the process of cover up. But it is hard for your humanity to fully see what's going on. Why should they? It is a difficult one to accept that it is a charade in your environment. But it will become more known to you in each generation. This one, those that wish to know will know. But yes, it'll be unbelievable. But mostly in your generations to come will see it more clearly, of course. But they will look in the past and see that things do not make sense. They are doing it now, of course, but it is small numbers compared to what's coming in your future time. Yes, I am a different energy that I was on your planet. I will appear again at some other time. I'm who you once called Ronald Regan on your planet. So, what you up to? One moment. Greetings, humans. We are not used to this connection. Greetings. We are still one moment. This is not a connection we are quite used to. Our civilization is just very different than yours. It is less dense. One moment. I go by the name of Shao. I am a silver Pleiadian. Greetings, humans. Yes, if you wonder, it's like a silver surfer type being. Something in those terms, it is difficult to see what we truly look like in your density. But if you need to have something to compare us to, it is similar, but nothing of similar. I don't even want to compare us to that. But I know humans need some sort of, either way. We have better clothing, let's put it that way. That one does not seem to have any. But we do have jumpsuit type of clothing when we connect in space. But we do have casual wear, but it's not too important at this time. One moment. As I said, we are still adjusting to this. This is quite interesting. We were asked to come here and connect to humanity. We are of a 6 density race. Our civilization is quite opposite of yours, of course. It is more of a scientific race. Your environment has much of a scientific race. Sort of. It is our culture. It is all we connect with, but we connect to many things. We look at everything in a scientific way. But it's difficult to fully bring that into your environment. It is not too important at this time. One thing we are known for is assisting with timelines to heal them and to move them. And you are going through a great shift at this time, not necessarily connected to your aliens. Your planet is not ready for this. It is far from ready. It is too much at war with itself to have a contact. And this, we do not see this happening anytime soon either. You are a long ways from that. As it becomes more peaceful, then yes, it will become sooner than later. But at this time, it is too far away from that, but that is fine. As for our connection here, that others are curious of our knowledge, it is. I will do my best as connecting to your energies. All of it. Yes, when you are, I can answer some of your questions.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
First question is for our member MT. Last week, I walked outside around 11 p.m. and I saw a light in the sky flash on and then it disappeared. What was that?
That was a Pleiadian energy. It was one that you actually, from what I'm being told, you visited them. You left your body for a moment and connected to them and came back. but you forget the interaction. It's not for me to deliver that interaction, though. But it was a very much a piece. You were asking questions, and they gave you the answers, but you did not remember them, but you're there with you, though. That is what I was told. You might have another version.
Okay. Her second question. She's going through a bit of a difficult time right now, and she just wants to know if there's messages from her higher self, galactic family, or guides, and just wants to know who's around her.
Well, yes, your higher self said it'll be a few months for your full recovery, to take it easy, to vacation somewhere, whatever it takes. The beach seems to be good for you at this time, if you can approach one of these places. That type of weather, or whatever it is, nature, whatever it might be, to help you release your problems. But yes, it will take some time to fully let go of these things. Interesting enough, you have a bat collective around you that is sending you love. It's up to you to connect to them. You'd be surprised. I'll help you also get your mind off of this situation. They have private messages. It's not for me to bring up. Thank you.
Okay, next is our member, Julie. First question from Julie. What is my connection with Krista?
Lifetimes in the Pleiadians. Interesting enough, also as feline beings. You've had Earth lifetimes, but they're not ones you truly want to dive into, but that is up to you. But the happier ones is in the Pleadians. As colleagues, there's more to that, but I'll leave you with that. That's all I have for you.
Okay, second question for Julie. Are there any messages for me from anyone?
Yes, Archangel Michael says he's been around you much. Assisting with your chakras, assisting also with you. Yes, past lives being cleared. Also, there is a child around you, yes, in your daily life, that you've been connecting much with in astral. One of your children, I believe, and you've been doing much work in astral, helping this one grow up. It seems like one that's very difficult. Now that I can't connect to all of this fully, but you're helping this one that's having issues being human. So you're connecting with them in astral, assisting with their human daily lives. That's all I have for that. Interesting.
Okay, next is our member Shannon. Her first question, I think, is more of a request. I would like infusions to increase my abilities and assistance in decalcifying my pineal gland.
Yes, a Pleiadian infusion would bring much. Andromedan also, yes. They will. They can't say it'll be 100% cured, but they'll do what they can. Thank you.
Okay, second question. If my mother-in-law has any messages for us. So this is from Shannon as well.
Be kind to each other, love each other. Forget your differences. They are separating everyone, it seems. Even during the holidays, what this one says in the holidays, sit everyone down and just, I can't say if this is slap some of them in the face. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but some of them are headstrong and it's very difficult to connect to. Not to say to do that, but in some ways they need to. There's chatter there that is not needed. But pray for them. Some of them are quite difficult. Ask your guides to deal. I believe this is with family members, those for one being sold. So, difficulties with that is what I'm receiving. Blessings to you.
Thank you. Are you going to be around for a bit?
Yes.
Okay. We'll go ahead to Miguel.
Sure.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I didn't catch your name.
Shao.
Shao. Hello, Shao. Thank you for coming today.
Yes. Yes.
My first question is, could you tell me the origin of the Greek gods, meaning were they human, ET, or spirits?
Some were spirit, some were, one moment, Lyrians, some were Pleadians. There's different versions of them. At first it was Lyrian, the human Lyrian, and then they left, and then more of the Pleadians took over for some time to give messages. The Pleadians are mostly in spirit to connect to those that wish to connect to them. The Lyrians are mostly the ones, the humanoids, were very much involved with humanity for some time. But they left because humanity was worshiping them. It's not something they wanted. They wanted to assist, not to be seen as that. So they were here as teachers, but not to be worshipped. So it did bring, this is where all this myth came from out of nowhere. It's like, what are you doing? So they left. So the Pleadians assisted with healing, as for messages, those that wish to connect to Zeus and so on. If that's what you're looking for. There's
Thank
more
you
to
for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine we can be here all day.
Yes.
My second question is, are there any messages for me?
Yes. You have loved ones from on the other side, family, relatives that you never knew that are assisting you at this time. Many of them actually are Pleadians incarnated, but they still connect. They are bringing the Pleiadian energies more into your environment, into Earth's environment. But for your togetherness is which their message, how important togetherness is, even if it is difficult to, because the belief systems, even if the belief systems are all scattered, if you can tolerate each other, as for family, togetherness is much important. Meaning, because when life does get rough around the edges as time changes, that togetherness will be, the differences will, they were thin out. That's just a message for you, it's a message for everyone. That is from your relatives, yes, but also that is the message for the moment.
Thank you, Shao.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Okay, Emmy?
Hello, how are you?
Greetings.
Greetings. Just wondering if there's any messages for me.
One moment. Yes, there's a bird race, a carrion race, a bald eagle type species around you at this time. What they're saying is you have a connection with them in other lifetimes. A race of, at one time, superiority over other species. That has now shifted greatly. But that is nothing to have a problem with. The difficulties with humanity, they are dealing with. And you are dealing with also. As for the awakening processes, in astral, you are very, they call it, for this world, the human problem, as some of them are get out of hand in other dimensions. It is difficult to bring this up at this time to fully, but you are dealing with there's too much here to go into, but it is an astral connection. Hopefully that's enough for you to understand. If not, it will come through clearly. Part of it.
That's not hard for me to understand.
Yes.
I've been having intense
Good.
experiences in astral.
Yes.
Things
Excellent.
stuff in years and things.
Yes, I have to be spotty with some of that, but probably others can figure it out.
That's fine. My second question is, do my spirit guides or angels have any guidance or advice for me?
Yes, that you are following your patch and do what you must. They are with you, so whatever you want to do, whatever, you are following what is right for you. So whatever it is, They are with you. If you did not feel right, you would not be doing it. So just
Thank you so much.
do what you must do. They say you are protected. You will know if you're going in the wrong path. You will feel it. You will just know. So
Okay.
yes,
Thank you so much.
They say yes, it might change, might be difficult, but you know deep inside it's much needed. So yes.
Yes, it's true.
Yes.
I appreciate your help. You have a
Yes.
nice
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, next is Kimberly, and I have her questions here. Her first question, are there any messages for me?
One moment. Yes. Now understand, you're going through a releasing process at this time. You've had lifetimes, clear the energy, in the dark ages. Now, you're going, and the reason you're in this incarnation now is to let go of human experiences on this world. It's like you're clearing house at this time. So if you feel a rough time, as for waking up and just feeling, why am I even, it is more that is in your chart at this time. You're doing many things. You might not know it, but you are. Astral, it's a big deal for you being here. Because in the past, you affected many lives, in the positive. But you're also clearing out much also. In the Dark Age, lifetimes are not easy, but you had a great effect there that I cannot go into at this time. It is not for public ears. But it is of, meaning you changed many lives, and now you are saying goodbye to this reality, far as I can tell, unless you want to have another incarnation. But the other one would be much easier than this one at this time. But your guides want you to know that you are, yes, it's much here. One moment. Yes, an old soul on this planet. I believe you're aware of this. Meaning you just had many incarnations here, but for good reason, not for no reason, as some might feel that way. And at this time you are going through the history book of yourself. You might be seeing this at this time. If not, it will eventually. It depends on what you want to experience as for where I'm going with this validation of what I'm speaking of. Yes, it's a strange message, but I believe you have an understanding of it. So thank you.
Okay, Kimberly's second question. Is my Pleiadian angel still with me? I feel that it's a male energy. If so, can you tell me his name?
Yes. One moment. Yes, he calls himself Vertigo. The meaning might not be a human meaning. It has another vibration to it, but Vertigo is, his meaning has an opposite version of your world, but in some ways it does kind of work with your world. But yes, he is very much a protector with you. He's had many lifetimes with you also on this planet. He is, yes, a guardian. Yes. And also, it seems like he's opening up your path also to new things. New people also, it seems. Eventually, when you're ready for it. Blessings.
Okay, next is our member Jamie C. Did I leave any Egyptian lifetimes? If so, what was my role?
Yes, sir. Many incarnations. One moment. One moment. One of. One moment. Great royalty. And with that great royalty, as for wealthy, in that time, ownership was part of that, of humans. I believe you can connect to this. You've also lifetimes as interesting. Even after those lifetimes in Egypt, you had a lifetime as an archaeologist. They did exist in your past. I believe more of a Roman lifetime there. You're still very much attracted to that area. You cannot get enough of it. It's history. As a Roman, after your Egyptian lifetimes, you just couldn't get enough of it. So, that is all I have for you. Blessings.
Okay, there's a second question for Jamie. Are there any messages for me from my guides or from anyone?
There are many Pleadians around you at this time. Many ships, actually. In meditation, you most likely can connect to those 2 ships. Many felines on that ship also. Not to say they are Weirans, but they are feline. Mostly feline Pleiadian beings and fish-like beings also are around you at this time. They're not. Some of them do have a slight silver Pleiadian energies, slightly. But they are it seems like the feline ones are the ones that visit you often, though. That is the message. They're not going into any details of actual messages, but that's all I can tell you at this time. They're being hesitant of going into a message at this time.
Okay, next up is Thomas. And Thomas's first question, please ask my guides what I'm guilty of and how do I forgive myself?
Yeah, so there's lifetimes, human lifetimes on this world as a gambler, and there's many debts you did not pay. But you got away with it. So it does feel a guilt there. There are other lifetimes also, but that is the one they're bringing up at this time. Not to say it was a time that it was difficult for one to feed themselves. So I believe it was a time of the Old West, is what I'm seeing. But you're very successful at it. You just not pay off your debts, that's all. So it's nothing, you're still feeling bad over it. But it is not exactly, it's not the end of the world, basically. But you were very successful at it, I give you that. Blessings.
Okay.
As for forgiveness, just knowing this will help you forgive yourself. So, however you want to go about that.
Okay, second question for Thomas. Any messages from my higher self?
Yes, your higher self is saying, because I'm a Pleadian and I am present, your higher self is saying you have many Pleadian lifetimes that you can connect to. Through meditation, whatever feels comfortable for you, through thought, you can just visualize, open up your mind and just see what comes through. You'd be surprised. I know it's very difficult to say something like that, but these lifetimes, you can feel them and feel the joy from, because they were very happy lifetimes. And in this world, it's difficult to connect to that happiness because it's the opposite of a Pleiadian world in many ways. But the conversation here is very Pleiadian, but even that is difficult to connect to a higher level because of the low vibrations that are here. But these Pleiadian lifetimes, through meditation, will come through. But these vibrations will help cheer you up. This might be difficult to fully connect to at this time, As for another, only thing they're saying at this time, everything will get better, is you're in a trying time at this time, but it will clear itself out eventually. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Michelle.
Yes.
Hi, Shao. This is Michelle.
Greetings.
Apparently, I'm related to you some which way.
Many
some
are.
lifetime, many lifetime situationals. So actually, so forgive me, everybody, if I kind of overstep the very strict kind of 2-question aspect, because I really want to ask
Yes.
more like, okay, so I dressed as a silver Pleiadian because for Halloween. I don't know if I got close, but that's what I imagined.
Close enough, yes.
And so what I'm really interested, I had a lifetime apparently that really needs clearing from my root chakra. And I don't know why, I really have focused in on that one specifically. And so it was a male manipulating energies on other worlds, and I got in trouble, but I had a lot of power, tested it out, but I didn't do it again. So that's interesting because they call me, the words were, you were a mischief being, like a mischief alien. And so, you know, I do what I can to clear that. I don't really know exactly. I'm just a human person in the world. I do what I believe comes to me to clear that. But what I want to know is, what is it like to be a silver Pleiadian? Like, what, do you have skin? Is it silver skin? Do you have wings? Are they silver wings? Are you a light being? What density are you? Any and all things, and or anything related to my particular experience in that genre.
Yes. Well, you do have silver energy, which makes us look silver. We can change our color to whatever we want, but it's still a silver type of energy. We can look at whatever we want to look like. We are shapeshifters. And your connection with us was, yes, very addicting. We've had many lifetimes with us. And one in particular did get out of hand. But understand, you were a great teacher to others. That were not, they were naive species. There was reptilian that you were manipulating. There was other Pleadians. There were actually felines also. But they weren't a great deal from you. And understand that lifetime was like, as your world would call it, cocaine. So you do not want to let go of that life. And it was, remember, yes, it might have been, yes, it was not exactly the most positive lifetime. But it was hard for you to let go of that type of power. You had a royalty lifetime. So it was, and there was one, yes, I believe that did connect to that silver Pleiadian energy. There were other silver Pleiadian lifetimes we had that were very blasé, just normal. But there was one that was out of control. But you're not alone in that at all.
Yeah.
There are others there.
But like, if you're a silver Pleiadian, what density are you in?
6th density.
Like,
some of us are at 5th. Some of us are at 4th. Your incarnation was more of a 4th density, but still a very powerful 4th density being. That you were very much a teacher. You had all this knowledge, and you told everyone this is how you do things. They did not listen, so you did it whatever you felt like, and it did cause much disruption to other societies. So it was, but they did learn a lot from you because they were very hard-headed, but the way they were doing things was normal, was fine for them. But you did show them a better path, actually. That's a full detail. So it did have its positives.
So even if I was a mischief being, was I trying to do the right thing?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
And it's a difficult lifetime to connect with because it is, yes, very different than your environment that you were in at this time. It was.
Go ahead, sorry.
It was just, you were like a high on a kite. High as a kite, whatever you call it.
High as a kite. Yeah, that's my super favorite thing. So do you guys fly? I mean, do you have wings because you fly?
Yes, some do have wings and fly, yes.
Okay. And you have skin?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes. Silver, yes. Some can be silver. You can change it. We do cosmetic surgeries on ourselves all the time, but it's not as difficult as it is on your environment. It is very easy for us.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is very a world of great creativity. You can make yourself into a blue being, orange, whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
It is just a world without problems. But when you go to other worlds, it's like, we don't have any problems. You took our ways of doing things and kind of threw it on other civilizations. But nothing wrong with that. Well, yes, it did cause some issues, but it is not. It's okay.
What do you think is the strongest kind of features or characterizations of the Pleiadians for the good of all?
Oh, the Pleiadian species?
No, silver Pleiadians particularly.
Silver Pleadians?
Mm-hmm.
As for our... One moment. Understanding the things I can't go through at this time. What I can say is a loving environment. You got cut to the chase. As for especially your political environments, you'd be surprised we can come in and clear this place up. To give you an idea, we can come to this world and clean it up in a couple of moments. But we're not allowed to do that, but we can. We have those type of capabilities. So that kind of gives you an idea of how.
No wonder I had so much fun.
Exactly. And there's some things I do hold out, I do not mention, but that pretty much gives you an idea. Yes.
Okay. So unless there's anything else you want to tell us about the Silver Pleiadian civilization, then do you?
Well, our message is mostly to you as for understand some of what you're going through. You're trying to get back to that high you had in that lifetime also. So it's also difficult here. You don't realize the difficulties. You're trying to reconnect to that excitement, that joy, that unusualness that your world is not having.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we have reincarnation in our world. It is difficult to have incarnations in worlds like this and other ones that are just different. And many that are incarnating in this world have many difficulties where they go to drugs. They have to, because it's just, what are they thinking coming into this environment? Those that have had many lifetimes on this planet are the most difficult ones to connect to because they're just hard-headed. But the aliens that are reincarnating here are just bouncing off the walls, you can say.
I can relate.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Shao.
Yes.
Much love to you.
Yes.
Okay, Peter?
Hello, Shao.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Much love.
Yes.
I've been connecting to beings lately, a very simple type stuff, but last night I channeled an angel called Aziel.
Yes.
And I was just wondering if I'm getting all that information correctly.
Yes, you're still learning this process, so it's difficult to know you're receiving it correctly. But yes, you are. Yes.
Thank you very much. And I've been going, I believe I've got a lot of changes coming up, and I've been given a lot of messages lately, but I was wondering if they have any messages, any more messages just for now.
What they say is that eventually you will be, these messages that are coming to you, you'll be eventually making them public. And it'll be of the positive, and it'll be what life-changing it does seem for you in a good way.
Yeah.
They don't want to give anything too much out. That's all they have to say this time. But you're on your path.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Daniel?
Hello, Shao.
Greetings.
Hi. My first question is, I feel like there's a message from my time traveler aspect who is also a silver Pleiadian. Could you tell me what they are?
One moment. Yes, another reason why you feel that you're out of place. They say it will happen for some time because you are cleaning house, is what they say. In in astral, you have done much, they say, police work as the positive. And this is affecting your time here. You realize you're doing many things. You don't realize much of it is secretive for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
But it is bringing other civilizations more, looking upon this world in a more positive way. Many other reality of planets, even other Earths, have been manipulating this reality, which is not quite ever mentioned. Other Earths of this planet, there are plenty of them that are in a higher density that are coming here as time travelers, manipulating because they know how to do it. And you've been involved with them greatly and putting them in their place, stopping what they are doing. Much that has to do with the government work also. So you might feel that this is going to go for some time from what it seems. This has happened recently as for what you're receiving.
I see. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so give yourself a couple of weeks for it to finally settle down. I know it's going to be
yeah, it's like that has to do with like also my whole releasing today and things like that,
yeah.
right? Or,
yes.
Awesome.
Oh, yes. Yes.
My second question is, what was it that I experienced during my sleep paralysis state today? It was like I was seeing these 3 different beings, and they were like doing some weird thing at around my solar plexus area. And when I opened my physical eyes, not only did I see them, it was like I was seeing these weird black squiggly things like all over my environment, or certain parts of my environment. It was weird. Like, what was that?
From what I'm being told, it was the Zeta Grades there's 3 of them. There could have been it does seem like a Pleiadian energy around that. That might have been what you were seeing, but there were 3 Zeta Grays that are assisting you on querying. You are doing some minor repairs, what they say. I'm not sure if you're feeling better after that, but if not, you will eventually. Whatever you have there, it is quite complicated. I can't even connect to it fully. It is beyond, at least the connection. They are not. It is secretive. Let's put it that way. But they are assisting. It does seem like you have a lot of Zeta energies around you that are not helping your situation. You've been bombarded with them recently, but it is being taken care of, though, from what I'm seeing. That's all I have for that.
Okay, so point is everything's working out all well and good and
yes.
all that stuff.
You should start feeling better, at least in that regard, as paralysis. Feeling better in a few days, hopefully.
Okay.
They were removing much that needed. Yes, there was a great healing that was going on. It did also leave a ship also. It was a Zeta Pleadian ship. I do see the Nordics around you greatly assisting, giving you many downloads that will be opened up eventually. They have not been executed yet.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, Bianca?
Yes, hello there.
Greetings.
Hello. I wanted to know, what is my connection to Brandon Rickett? We seem to have a lot of synchronicities, and I'm curious to know our connection.
A lot of Zeta Gray lifetimes, several of them. Even human lifetimes after those Zeta lifetimes. The human lifetimes were, I see European French lifetimes. I do not have a time period for these, but they were one after the other. Yes, you've had a brother and sister lifetime also, it seems, on this planet, it seems. They're not giving me any dates, so they say it's not important. I do get the number 1800s. That's all they're telling me.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yes.
And just any general messages for me? Thank you very much.
There's Archangel Michael around you that's assisting around the children, of bringing protective energies around them. Gabriel is around also. Gabriel is dealing with your reptilian situation. He has had many lifetimes as a reptilian, I see. And you all kind of know each other, so I'll leave you with that.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, and I have Terrence's question.
Yes.
This first one is, I was listening to another channel and they were saying that around November 11th, energies from other races such as Esasani, Arcturian, Pleiadian, etc. will start to come through even more and let people choose which race they resonate the most with, a chance to connect, channel, and learn from that race. Is this true? And if so, can you provide insight and information on this?
There are certain pockets that happen where this, yes. As for the 11th, yes, it's happened before, but yes, and there with this channel is more connected to that type of energy that's coming in. Yes, and on the 11th, yes, and it will increase for only those that are awakened. Now, understand though, in Terrence's situation, that he is already awakened, and it is possible, not 100% of what I'm connected to, that he will receive more information on that day and after that, but possibly before. It is up to what he chooses to have in his space. Realize you all choose what you want to receive. If you have human things you need to do, you do not need a download from your alien friends, but if you have time, you will allow it to come through. You're all busy bees, you don't realize it. But as for, yes, there's always influx of information here and there, yes. Definitely. They come and go. They have their holidays, you could say.
Okay, cool. And his next question is, do I have any messages from beings around me?
Yes, there's a large Lyran presence around him. I believe he's aware of this. There's also a fairy presence around him. And these fairies are of Agarthian energies. And they are just letting him know that he has much connections with Agartha. I believe that's come through other messages. He has many connections with the giants that were here on your world. And still are, but are hiding. And his connection with the giants is, as for him having lifetimes as the giants, I'm not seeing that as a possibility. But he definitely has had conversation. He was always their friend. And he can reconnect to this if he wishes to, because it would bring much happiness. And some of his family members have been in that group also. I'm not saying that they have been giants, but they've been in the family that connects to giants, meaning elementals, for that matter. Yes. As for anything other than that, that's all I have at this time.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, Gray. Okay, I actually don't see Gray's avatar, so we'll go on to Maz. And I have Maz's questions here. I would like to know about my galactic connection with my wife.
Feline lifetimes, Pleiadian, mostly Andromedan. Andromedan lifetimes, but interesting enough, in the times of ancient Egypt. The aliens in the ancient Egypt, yes, many incarnations there. Because this Earth was going to be a galactic planet that was not meant to be. But both of you were a part of this, of the assistance of humanity connecting to the galactic families. Which did not happen, but still, with that failure, many Andromedans decided to reincarnate into the human form to bring assistance. That's why you're here. Blessings.
Okay, Maz would also like to know if there are any messages.
Yes, you have much reptilian connections, it seems. For building, for repairing things, that is very much a reptilian trait. Not to say there's not other beings that are connected to this energy, but as for you are doing these things, I cannot connect to that. But they wanted to let you know that you're part of that contribution to this Earth as for creating things mechanically as an alien connecting to this planet. Meaning a alien assisting humanity, not seeing, but assisting it, as there are many here at this time. You realize when there's someone fixing a car, you do have both your angels and your aliens are there assisting you on to what to do, to give you an idea. This goes for many building projects on your world. Without them, there'll be... Anyway, blessings.
Okay, next is for our member Blue, Amran. Yesterday I had a dream with some negative... Are you asking or am I asking? Sorry.
You can do it.
Yep, okay. So yesterday I had a dream with some negative energies. And when I woke up, some energies tried to pull me out of my body, and it felt like they invited me into their school of negative witchcraft. Who were they, and why did they come to me?
It does feel like much reptilian energies there. They were jealous of your abilities, and they realized that you on this planet will cause a problem for them, that they cannot keep this world under their spell, put it that way. But you were always protected during this. It is a experience you needed to see what is truly going on here. It is part of you that just needed to see this. There was no danger there. It was just to give you a validation that you were on the right path. That was mostly what that was about. You can say you left the door open for them to do this, but you're always protected though. But yes, these are your watchers of your earth. Yes.
Yes, okay. It is me who asked.
And you're sending much healing to them also.
Oh, that's good. It was just that I felt that they invited me. Was they from the Cabal or something?
Yes.
I felt they invited me into their school of witchcraft.
Yes.
And I resisted. Did they try to take me out of my body to show me?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't like that, but if it brings healing to them, I appreciate it very much.
Oh yes, well you were always protected. It's nothing to worry about. It was part of you that you needed to see that, it seems.
Yeah, it's important.
Yes.
That's good. I know who they were. And another thing is, I don't know what, but my finger seems to be affected by radiation from computers. The tip of my finger is irritated very, very much. And I actually can't write anything on the computer or try to touch the computer. And I put some flower of life geometric patterns on the computer to protect me from radiation. I don't know if they work or not, but why do I get these feelings in my fingers? It's like they are burning.
Yes. You're becoming more sensitive. If you have stones, it'll be good to put around your keyboard area. Whatever it feels right for, whatever you can connect with. That's easy to find. And you can use their power to generate what you like. It's a possibility that will work. But you've been leaving your body a lot recently. You're becoming more alien. And so you're bringing back that sensitivity. So your sensitivity is not exactly connecting to this dimension. You're seeing what it's giving off. So yes, it's very difficult.
Okay. That's great.
Yes.
Awesome.
I will send you some energy also assisting with that.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes.
And the flower of life, I actually drew them down and put it on my computer.
Yes.
I feel like they created a field around my computer.
Yes, they did.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. They are healing me.
Yes.
So.
It seems like it will take a few days to get used to that.
Yes. Thank you very much. That was it.
Yes. Blessings.
And much love to the reptilians and whoever was seeing me.
Yes, those beings had much reptilian energies, but yes, they were something the rest of your world should see. And it will eventually.
Yeah.
It's good for them to experience it, to see what is truly going on. It will help.
Yes, great, great.
Okay, thank you, Shao. That's it for questions for this evening.
Oh, yes, lovely. Much love to you all.
Much love. Thank you so much.
Yes, I plan on returning back for messages at a future date. So, good night, all. So, all right, so I like to say a blessing.
Okay, Michelle.
No, go ahead,
on.
Amron. You go first.
Yeah, okay. Soteia tanika haetana shetiata. Otonoaka etiniata shehi. Hahano hakati shatiinia. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, before the webinar, yeah, I felt a couple hours before I felt the silver Pleiadian. And the first thing they said was, we can fix this world in like a day or something like that. So anyway, so yeah, they're definitely going to be visiting again. It'd be more. They got more to say. This is just an introduction. So anyway, it's all right. Much love, everyone. And the next one is Thursday night. So much love.